Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So, I come to you from my new apartment, which I will be doing an apartment tour very soon. But before I do that video, I thought I should introduce myself for all of my beautiful viewers here on YouTube. So, my name is Tesla. I am the host of Magically Mindful, the podcast, and Magically Mindful is my business that has evolved so much since it first launched in 2020. I am super into astrology and human design, so I'm gonna give you my info. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, well, you should look into it because it'll change your life. I am a Leo sun, Aries moon, Capricorn rising, and I am a 6-2 manifesting generator with a sacral authority. So I I being a Leo sun, growing up, I would make a lot of music videos, dancing with this dear friend of mine that I grew up with, making just such funny videos. And I, as a Leo, love to be in front of a camera. Okay. And I've had my podcast since March of 2023. And I was which you can also see the podcast here on YouTube. I recently started sharing videos. So, you'll be able to check that out, and I release bi-weekly. So my intention is in the other weeks to start sharing videos on YouTube because with my podcast, which I love so dearly, I have a background in radio broadcasting. That's what I went to college for. So having my own podcast has just been so amazing. And I have been very open and transparent about my journey with anger and alchemizing it and turning it from my greatest weakness into my greatest strength and finally having overcame it in 2024. So you can look to previous episodes just to really dive into emotional alchemy and just life. Like my podcast is very much about my journey and I being a 6-2, like I am here to help inspire others through my own journey. Like I definitely am a storyteller, which that is shown in some of my gifts which are called channels inside of my human design chart, but my intention with coming to YouTube, so I talked about this on episode 55 of my podcast that was called Ending My 7-Year Relationship. So I am just around the corner from turning 29. So I am being ushered into my Saturn return right now. And so there are so many changes going on in my life. And I know that I am stepping into this new era. And YouTube is definitely a part of that because I really want to have this space to be where I share the like, I've always been authentic online, but I wanna show the authentic parts of me that I haven't showed yet online, which is, like, my silly, crazy, weird self, because we love weird around here, okay? I love to sing and dance, especially in this area in the kitchen, and I just but then I wonder, I'm like, "Okay, can I just, like, fucking break out into song and dance on YouTube? Like, yes, but I'm gonna have to watch for copywriting and all of that, but it just makes perfect sense for me that I'm doing this because I wanna connect with you babes, and I just want to shine my light and share my life honestly. So, don't expect any Alex Earl type of vlogs. I've been saying this on Instagram and in my podcast, like, I love her, she is so talented. But I just I don't wanna create barriers for myself. I just wanna fucking show up when I'm feeling inspired, and so ideas that I have for videos is, like, sharing old messages from past relationships, not to expose anyone aside from myself, like, the growth and just, like, share my cringeworthy moments with you and just fucking I don't know, just fucking do the fucking thing, like, oh my gosh, am I allowed to swear? Oh no, I might have to cut that out. Yeah, I just wanna be here and live and have fun and just share, honestly. So, I think some fun things about me that come to mind. music is so important to me. I love The Weeknd. That's a video right there. Me just fucking yapping about how much I love The Weeknd and his music and all of the different times that I've seen him live in concert, including going all the way to fucking Munich, Germany, the first time I ever went to Europe, so that I could see him perform live on my 26th birthday? Maybe it was 27. Yeah, I don't know. It was in 2023. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. So that was my 27th birthday. But I love him so motherfucking much. And that's just a big part of my life. Music and festivals. I just feel like I have a lot of lore with The Weekend, and when I went to radio school, I was living in Toronto, so I live in Calgary now. I was born in Edmonton, but I have moved around a lot, and so that's another video just sharing all of the different places that I've lived in and what brought me to the different places. I have yet to live overseas. That's a big goal of mine. But also, I guess I should share too with Magically Mindful. Like I said, it's evolved a lot. And so, in the sense that I had taken on all of these different titles. Like when I first launched Magically Mindful, I was a crystal healer. And then that evolved into mindset coach, and I'm certified in EFT and hypnosis and subconscious rewiring. And I love mindset work so very much. And, my personal journey has been one from self hate to self love. So that's like very much the ethos of my business is self love, acceptance, and understanding. Because for so many years, I didn't have any of that towards myself. And I always would seek those things from others, but now I'm very much the girl who will tell you the most important relationship you will ever have is the one with yourself. So, yeah, I'm very much here to be a positive being, but it's not fucking fake positive or toxic positivity. Like I love polarity in life, which is why I've been so open about talking about my darkness, which was my relationship with anger, which now through doing that, I have this beautiful relationship with it. I no longer live as a person who's just constantly reacting to life. Like I respond to life, and human design comes into play there because my strategy is wait to respond. So there's lots there, but I had spent a couple years really just trying to build out my coaching business, but I have just realized like the more I strip layers away, like I very much at heart and just by my nature am like a coach. Like when I talk to my friends, like I'm very much approach it in that way, but not like necessarily intentionally. It's just natural. I don't have to think about it. Like it's just the way that I've rewired my brain to be, right? And so, yeah, I recently just recognized that my main focus is my podcast and YouTube because this is like what's the most natural and fun for me is to just like I said shine my fucking light like as a Leo. This makes perfect sense. Like if you know anything about astrology, you'll be like, "Oh yeah, this makes a lot of sense for her." And recently, I heard through the grapevine, the first impression that I gave to someone was that they said that I have superstar energy and, like, I should be famous. Like, we love that, but, yeah, I think growing up, like, I watched The Hills on MTV, which I loved so much, and I was like, "Oh, I want that life." But through creating Magically Mindful, I was able to see that I can still have that superstar energy, but to do it in a way that's so much more meaningful and purposeful. And really, my heart's desire is to host retreats, to be a digital nomad and travel and help others along the way. And so, through my videos and my podcast, I intend to create a space where you can just come and leave all the bullshit at the door and just like strip down in the sense of we have so many fucking, like, layers of projections from others and our conditioning that we have taken on since childhood or even past lives. Like, I want you to be able to come here and just be your most authentic self because it's so important. You were not put on this earth to live for anyone but you, and I wanna be here to help inspire you to really start to live life for you and you only. So you can binge all of my episodes. There currently are 55 episodes of Magically Mindful, the podcast. Like I said, I release bi-weekly on Tuesdays. So the next episode is coming out June 24th, episode 56. And then in between, I am planning to share here with you just different pieces of my life that I wouldn't exactly share on the podcast. Like, I don't know. There's just different things for different things, right? So I'm super excited. Please like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, and be on the lookout because in a couple weeks I will be sharing my apartment tour video.